Hello folks, it's Mr. Fern here, and I'm just going to take a couple of minutes to talk to you about GCSE Ethics and Philosophy. So, GCSE Ethics and Philosophy is an in-depth look at the traditions, beliefs, and practices of both Christianity and Buddhism. The GCSE course is a really fascinating journey that will give you an excellent understanding of these really important religions from around the world, but will also help develop your own personal beliefs about contemporary moral issues that we might face in our lives. Everything from medical ethics to treatment of prisoners, relationships and family, perspectives on war, violence, poverty, loads of stuff. It's all really interesting stuff. A little bit like what you did in that first term of year 9, going through those different ethical issues, but obviously in much more depth and detail. You will explore the origins of these two religious beliefs, how they've developed over time, and how they still apply today. In terms of content, we cover everything from heaven and hell and the omnipotence of God and attitudes towards the environment, from karma, enlightenment, and even a little bit of kung fu. Now, the course is not easy. You will need a good level of literacy to access the source material and to answer the essay questions that make up the bulk of your exam. But that said, it is a really fascinating journey, and it's one that a lot of students take a lot out of. So in terms of the specifics of what we do, we study Christian beliefs, teachings and practices, Buddhist beliefs, teachings and practices. Then we look at 4 ethical components, which are relationships and family, religion and life, peace and conflict, and crime and punishment. In terms of the actual exam, we follow the AQA Religious Studies spec, which is thorough in terms of its content, but also is accessible. You'll be assessed by 2 1-hour and 45-minute papers that are at the end of year 11. Now, each paper is made up of 4 24-mark sections, each of which has 5 questions. Now, you'll be familiar with this question set format because we've been giving it to you for the last couple of years. So every PPE or end-of-year assessment has had this structure, so you are pretty familiar with it, only you'll do 4 in 1 hour and 45 rather than 1 in 25 minutes. Now, a lot of people ask me, well, yeah, okay, it's all very interesting, but what actual skills will I learn from EP? Well, EP is actually one of the most academic subjects there is, so you'll learn an awful lot in terms of your ability to conduct research and analyse different things, whether that's scripture, quotes, imagery, all that kind of stuff. And being able to look at something and pick it apart is a really important skill for the real world. You'll learn critical thinking, extended writing, the ability to produce reasoned arguments. You'll be able to improve your evaluation and justification, which are really key skills in things like English and other supporting humanities subjects. Well, also, you'll learn a bit about yourself. So you'll learn a bit of empathy, being able to put yourself in the shoes of somebody else. You'll learn some self-reflection. We will do things that will make you really think about your own beliefs. And, those are important conversations that you'll need to have. And of course, you'll learn a little bit of cultural awareness. Christianity is the biggest religion on the planet. Most countries you go will have a predominant Christian faith. Similarly, Buddhism is one of the fastest growing and certainly the most culturally influencing religions in the Far East. So if you ever plan on doing any travelling, you'll probably bump into Buddhism at some point, and you might want to know what's going on. So overall, I have to recommend EP GCSE. It's a fantastic course. It's really interesting, really engaging, and you'll have 2 expert teachers in myself and Miss Barber who are very passionate about what we do and will work with you to make sure you get a grade that reflects your effort and your abilities. Thank you for your time.